top duos in the Western Conference. Now, I have 15 teams here.
Good Lord.
I didn't want to list
I
the
have 9.
bums.
So I guess I'll just start it off. So the top duos in the Western Conference, number 15, the Spurs.
Okay, but who is
No.
the
He
duo?
let him go at 10. He can start naming
Yes,
5.
yeah.
At
Just
10, he
name
can start
teams
naming.
then.
Keldon
Facts.
Johnson, Devin
Oh,
Vassell.
God.
The Rockets, Kevin Porter Jr., Jalen Green. The Thunder, SGA and Josh Giddey. The Jazz, Donovan Mitchell, Mike Conley as of right now.
Oh, God.
The Blazers, Damian Lillard and Jeremy Grant. The Mavericks at 10, Luka and Dinwiddie. The Kings at 9, De'Aaron Fox and Sabonis.
Like it so far?
The Grizzlies at 8, Ja Morant and Jaren Jackson Jr.
I love it.
The Suns at 7, Devin
Knew
Booker
this
and
was
Chris
happening.
Paul. The Timberwolves, Anthony Edwards and Cat. The Pelicans at 5, Zion and Ingram. The Nuggets at 4, Jokic and Murray. The Warriors at 3, Steph and Dre. The Lakers at 2, LeBron and AD. And the Clippers at 1, Kawhi and PG.
I got to say, this is an amazing list.
Thanks.
It's an amazing list. And you did what I couldn't do and was ballsy up and put the Pelicans in the top 5. I respect the fuck out of it.
Thanks.
It was an amazing list.
Are you done?
Only thing I will say that I didn't like was that you didn't put my boys at number 1, but I understand.
Who's your one?
He had PG
Clippers.
and Kawhi. The reason why I put
I thought I was gonna do that.
No, all right, I'll give my top 10 really quick, but it's pretty similar. I have Luka and Dorian Finney-Smith. I'm sorry, I'm not putting Christian Wood. Number 9, Fox and Sabonis. Number 8, John Bain. Number 7, I have Ant and Cat. Number 6, I have Bi and Zion. Number 5, I have CP3 and Booker. Number 4, I have Jokic and Murray. Number 3, I have Steph, Wiggins, or Dre, whichever you want to put. At number 2, I have PG and Kawhi. And number 1, I have LeBron and AD. The reason why I respect you is because I didn't want to disrespect blatantly CP3 and Booker. The fact that they were the number 1 team in the Western Conference, they went to the finals the year before. You still have to respect Devin Booker and his abilities on the basketball court, and of course CP3 without a doubt. Why I respect you is because I wanted to put the Pelicans in the top 5.
I'm accounting for CP3 regressing.
Which is fine. And that's, me and Riv had this conversation before the show. If you're putting BI and Zion into your top 5, it automatically becomes a projection. And that's something I guess I should have done in hindsight. Honestly, now that I'm adjusting, I want to put BI and Zion into that top 5 because I firmly believe Zion, when he is meeting his maximum potential, he is a top 10 player in the NBA. BI right now is a borderline top 15 player in the NBA. Borderline.
Nah, 20,
borderline.
top 20.
No, that's a lock. Right? Which is why I say he's a borderline top 15 player in the NBA. That's not crazy. I'm not saying that he's locked. If anything,
is pretty crazy.
He's 15 at the minimum at the max. He's 15.
Outside the top 10 is like Paul George, Trae Young, Donovan
Dame.
Mitchell, Dame,
Ja Morant.
Donovan Mitchell, and
Booker.
BI this next season will be a conversation.
This is what I'm gonna say.
Is that crazy to say, sir?
Nah, it's just really fucking bright in here.
Yeah, put those back on.
This is
because it's facts. BI can be better than Donovan Mitchell.
This is what I'll say to that.
But he's not tough. Nah, it's not.
I said Zion. Let me finish, King. Zion can be a top 10. Right now, you look
Top
at
10?
I'm saying his potential is top 10. Yes.
I'm thinking you're talking about going into next season.
No.
Oh, okay.
No, and then you look at BI. Yes,
fine. Okay,
potential
I'm with
top
you now.
20,
Okay,
top
I'm with
15.
you now. I thought you meant like going into next season.
I understand.
think the
If that
Pelicans
came out, I apologize.
The Pelicans, when comparing Zion, BI versus Jokic and Murray, the Pelicans I think have a better duo. I just put the Nuggets ahead of them because that Jokic-Murray duo has been to the conference finals.
I agree.
And with them, unlike Phoenix, I don't have to account for a regression for any of these two players.
So, which is why that logic is sound. I'm with you there.
No, it doesn't make sense.
No. Which, I agree.
Chris
Dude.
You
Paul's
put
30.
KD and Kyrie at 1 on the other side.
And you didn't put LeBron and AD at 1, and they're the only duo outside of Steph
you have,
and
like, the
Dre
Jays
to win a
at 4?
championship.
that's because AD the past 2 seasons hasn't been himself.
Oh, wait, no, you just contradicted yourself because you just said you put them up there because Jamal and the Joker have went to the WCF. That's fine.
Yeah.
But you had the Jays at 4, and they just went to the finals.
Well, there's a difference.
There is not.
Yeah, there's a difference.
No, there is a difference.
What's the difference?
Yeah, it's an agenda.
No. You want to know what
That's
the
the
difference
difference.
is? You want to know what the difference is?
I actually would love to.
Jokic and Murray have went to the conference finals.
Don't do
Pelicans,
that.
Zion, BI.
Don't do that.
I was thinking about putting them, but I didn't because of the success factor. The difference with KD and Kyrie and the Nets is that, although they haven't proven it in Brooklyn, they have proven it that they can win championships.
Not as a
Not-
duo,
not
though.
being
They're
the
both
guy.
NBA
KD
champions.
proved that he can win a championship
Steph.
when he
Curry.
joins the
If we're
greatest
talking about
team
KD
of
and
all
Steph,
time.
it's a different type
Same
of
shit with
duo.
Kyrie.
He was the best player on that team.
And Kyrie proved that he can win a championship. Shout out to you, Kyrie Irving.
Yeah, it was
Absolutely,
30.
I'm
No,
grateful
I'm not
for what
mad
you
at-
did.
I'm not-
He only proved
They're
that
both
the
in-
best player
I mean,
to ever
they're-
play
I
the
get-
game.
I get what you're saying.
Jason Tatum and Jaylen Brown, yes, they beat them. Are they NBA champions? No. Kyrie and KD are NBA
Yeah,
champions.
no, I
They
get,
have
what,
that
I
hard
get
way.
what you're saying. Kevin Durant has the hard way, but if we're talking about a Kevin Durant-Steph duo, that's
Bro,
different.
they need the two best players of this generation to get them.
KD was the best player on the team, bro.
Steph
wait,
Curry and fucking LeBron.
So why do you have the Jays at 4, though?
Because he has an agenda. Like, it's disgusting. It truly is disgusting.
Could the Celtics look?
No, you can't
What do you mean
do
the highest
that, bro.
Celtics?
The highest I put the
Enough
Celtics
with
is
your
at 3.
coulds. Do that.
Who's in front of them?
Do that.
Embiid, Harden,
Bro,
Giannis,
the
and
Embiid
Celtics.
and Harden haven't done
the Nets
anything.
better win a fucking championship this
That's
year.
what I'm
the
saying.
Nets, the
Embiid-
Nets have to win a
look,
championship
if you
this year
wanna-
for you to
if-
sound
if you
right.
wanna put-
Your agenda's sick.
The Nets
you
have
wanna
to
put-
win. The Nets have to win a
If you
championship.
want
You realize
to put,
that?
if you want to put Tatum and Brown over Embiid
No,
and
they're
Harden, I
2
don't
for me,
care.
but I'm just
No.
saying your logic
No,
it has to
The
fit.
Nets have to win a chip because the Celtics are at 4 because they lost.
Yeah, I
now
don't
the
get
Nets
that.
are
I
at
don't-
1. They
like,
have to win a
They got-
championship for them to be the
and-
number
and
1.
you put the Jays at 4 because they didn't win. The team that got swept, that duo cannot be at 1.
Yo, what
because
is
you dropped the Jays all the way for losing in the finals. They got swept in the first round. They gotta be at like 8 based off your logic.
no, swept in one
Yeah,
is
they gotta
nuts.
be at like 8 based off your logic.
Just like the East and West time zones, my East and West duels are different criteria.
Why can't the
different.
logic stay the
Joel,
same?
Stop.
Does not say the same.
Yo,
It's
can you
just,
different.
bro,
It's
just
different.
admit you have the agenda and we can move on.
This is a
What is
generational
the
hate
agenda?
agenda. This is a generational hate agenda.
The
This is
Celtics
crazy.
agenda.
All right, we're gonna go back to the West because that. Whoa, wow. Okay.
And also, when talking about the Nuggets, not only do they have success, but Nikola Jokic is an MVP, a 2-time MVP. So
Individually.
I mean, him alone, I can quite confidently put over the Pelicans.
He won more games than KD and Kyrie.
Okay, but Jamal Murray is like a bonus. He's awesome, and in the playoffs he plays out of his mind. But that's why I comfortably put them over the Pelicans because they have achieved something. And
One of the best playoff performers of our generation.
yes, and Jokic and Murray. I mean, Jokic alone MVP.
So
It's hard to compete with that.
put the Joker. You put
Tatum's
that,
not an MVP.
No, I
Neither
get it.
is Jaylen Brown.
You put that duo over the Pels because the
He's not
Joker.
even Jaylen Brown's not even All NBA.
Yeah, you put that duo over them because the Joker has won things individually by himself, and then with
Jamal
a duo,
Murray's
he has
not an
a.
all-star,
Well,
right?
but we
He's a
know
good-
what the duo.
No, I get it.
Jamal Murray, is he
has
an
been.
all-star?
No, he's not.
Right?
Yeah, but
Jaylen
you-
Brown's an all-star.
He went straight to All NBA. He didn't even say All Star.
no, forget about
Straight
that.
to All NBA.
It's crazy to me. I don't
Jamal
get it.
Murray's not an all-star.
You're definitely a generational
He
hate
was
agenda
hurt
going
this
on right
past
now.
season.
He wouldn't have been an all-star.
He was trending towards a All-Star level year though.
That's fair. to
You
say.
said All NBA for Jaylen Brown.
Okay.
So you say the same thing about Jamal Murray? He could be an All NBA player?
Well, I think Jokic clears Tatum and JB.
I mean, it's fucking Jokic.
I know it is. That's what I'm saying. Jamal Murray's just an add-on. I literally just said that.
So you're taking Jokic and Murray over JB and JT.
The
As a
Jays?
duo, yeah, I would.
You're nuts.
That's so fucking insane.
Why?
I don't
You
think.
think-
I don't
you
know.
think that's
I wouldn't.
insane?
I don't think that's insane.
It's
I don't
the
think. I don't
Joker.
think that one's
It's the
insane.
Joker.
I don't think that one's insane because they do fit magically
They do.
together.
They do.
So I don't think that one's insane. That other shit he's talking about with the losers, that's insane. That the sweepers.
The Nuggets went to one ECF?
Went WCF, and they were. And
WCF, that's
Joker
what I mean.
wasn't as good as
Can
he
I
was
ask you,
now.
I
are
know.
you taking KD
That's
and
it.
Kyrie or Jokic and Murray?
I'm taking the Joker and Jamal. I don't know why this fascination with Katie and Kyrie.
Can I hear your list? I'm curious.
Yeah, I got you, boy. So 10, Fox and Sabonis. 9, Luke and whoever. It didn't really matter to me. 8, Ja and JJJ. I have JJ as his duo. 7, Book and CP0. 6, Ant and Cat. 5, Zion and BI. 4, the Joker and Jamal. 3, LeBron and AD. 2, Kawhi and Paul George. And 1, Steph and Dre. So
But do you really believe Steph and Dre's a better duo than Kawhi and PG?
You had Jokic 4, you said?
yeah.
You think you do?
Yeah.
I mean,
I'm
it's-
just going to use your logic.
I mean,
Steph
listen.
carries so much of the offensive
Listen,
machinery.
I'm asking you. I'm asking.
I do.
You. I'm not saying it's not unreasonable. It's reasonable
I
because
think in terms of
I
like
know how good they are.
No, I think in terms of like all trolling aside, in terms of like success and what those two do together on the court, the impact. Yeah, I think they're better. If you don't think they're better, they're just as good. They may not be on a talent perspective.
I
but
go case by case. My entire list is not driven solely off of winning or talent. It's a
that's
case.
cap.
It's
You literally
it's
just
a
said
case-by-case scenario.
No, you literally just said the Joker and Jamal. What they did in the
but I will-
WCF is why you
over
put
the
them over.
Pelicans.
I will
That's a
give-
case-by-case
I will give-
scenario.
I will give him the benefit of the doubt because if he would have kept it consistent, then LeBron and AD would have been number 1.
And the Warriors would have been ahead of the Clippers.
Correct.
I have the Clippers at 1 because it's a case by
That's what,
case
listen,
basis.
I like your list in the Western Conference immensely. I do have my issues here and there. The only issue I have is that when you look at the Eastern Conference, it's just not the same
criteria.
Exactly.
He fits things to fit his agenda.
It's a duo
That's why
thing.
with the Western Conference, you had no agenda, and it was obvious.
You think that I'm really going to put the Celtics over the Sixers? You think that?
I mean, if you weren't biased, yes, I would
you
think so.
with me knowing what Harden's going to be this year, you think I'm going to do that?
Harden's going to be really good.
I mean, on a case by case,
With Embiid being an MVP level player who's better than Jason Tatum, I'm going to do that.
With Harden, have that conversation.
With Harden, Embiid's better than Tatum. Harden's better than JB.
You can have the conversation.
But if you're going off a case, if you're going off that, I don't understand why your logic's so different on either side.
It's
because
obvious.
If you're going off,
like,
if Embiid is better than Tatum, and Harden is better than you said Jaylen Brown, right?
Yeah.
Then why I don't? But then why you can't keep it? Just I don't get your logic.
The Sixers are above Celtics for me.
I get that, but it's like I don't know. Success. I guess success just for me in a duo. What you've done and how you fits better than just the talent. Because you could be a talented duo, but if you don't do anything with it, hence cough Kevin Durant and Kyrie, then it's like who cares?
Tatum and JB also have the benefit of being around the better roster of all these teams, of all these duos.
Wow.
Because, I mean, winning is not just a duo thing.
Interesting.
It's a team thing, right?
Didn't KD and Kyrie pick the majority of their roster in their coach?
Who has a better roster, Celtics or Nets?
I know. I'm
This
with
past
You
you.
just
You
okay.
didn't-
Thank
You picked the Nets to win.
You just told me that the Nets have a better roster overall.
No, we're talking about last
No,
year.
just
We're talking about last
past-
That's why
season.
you fix yourself, and I'm fine.
Wait,
with
but
it.
didn't you pick the
It's
Nets
easy
to win?
with
So
Celtics.
you didn't care about
Exactly.
the roster.
Because KD and Kyrie I thought would be enough.
Because you think that duo is
Yes,
above, and then they
but-
proved to you that they're not enough
Yes, but
because they're not that
was
type
it a
of
bad
duo.
opinion to have? No, it was not because KD had.
Well, I think at
It
this
was a
worst
bad
point-
opinion.
No, I don't
In
think,
hindsight,
that's
it
wrong.
is.
That's wrong.
No,
I don't
in
think it was a bad
hindsight,
opinion.
it is a bad
But I
opinion.
think
No,
at
it's
this
not.
point,
It was a
the Nets
wrong
too? Is
opinion.
that
It
why?
wasn't
no,
a
I'm
bad
saying,
opinion.
No,
no,
in
listen, I'm
hindsight-
saying I don't think it was a bad opinion to pick the Nets to
No.
win. But I think as of today,
He says that because he
as
picked
of-
the Nets.
looking back,
no,
he might
He
have
listen.
fucked
says that
up.
because he
No,
picked the
it's
Nets.
No, I'm saying as of
I wanna
today,
hear
putting
all.
them over now after
It's
what
crazy.
we just seen
Crazy.
is a bad idea. But
There's
at
a
that point, it wasn't a bad idea.
There's a difference between a wrong opinion and a bad opinion.
No, it was a
Picking
bad
the
opinion.
Nets over the
They
Celtics
got
is not a bad
swept.
opinion.
They got swept.
Whoa.
They didn't win a game.
You picked the Celtics you picked the Celtics in 6.
I wasn't here.
Well, I think if I would have asked you, would you have made it 6 games? You didn't think nobody here, maybe outside of you, which I think you really just
picked- you
guessed.
picked Boston.
You said 5, anyways.
Wait,
you
wait.
picked them to win
Oh no,
one.
we have the
Riv,
video of
Riv,
me and
Riv, hold
Barkley
up,
saying
hold
that's Celtics in 4.
Riv,
But I thought you was trolling.
Riv,
You would
Riv.
think.
Talk to me.
Hold up. You picked Boston in 6 over Golden State.
No, I picked them in 7 games.
Okay, you were wrong.
I was wrong.
Was that a bad opinion though?
Yeah,
You think that was a bad one?
1,000%.
it was bad.
Oh
They
my
looked
God.
bad.
It's
That was-
also different when you're in the fucking finals.
And it's
compared to
also
the
honest.
first round.
Sometimes you got to be honest with
I don't
yourself.
think that's a bad
Clown
opinion.
ass trolls over here.
But I do
picking
think that picking the
clowns.
Celtics
Yeah,
over
you were a clown. You picked the Nets over the Celtics. They got
Yeah, I
swept.
folded. Hey, listen,
I
I
think
took my
when-
L on that.
when
I
you
was
talk
fine.
Utah, like you're lucky that Golden State
Saved
took
the
you.
day.
They did. They
Saved
did.
the
You
fucking
know,
day.
when talking about the Celtics,
You also had Phoenix going to the finals.
No, I did not. Had them
You
in the
picked
Western
Phoenix over the
Conference.
Warriors. You
No,
did.
I
Yes, you
cha-
did.
No, early
in the
in the
beginning.
season.
No, I'm saying
Early
when
in
the playoffs
season.
started, you was like, I have Phoenix
That's not
going.
True.
Yes, you did.
That's not true.
And you had
That's
him
not
going to
true.
the WCF.
At the
You
halfway
trolls.
point, I'll shake your hand. You're 100%
who'd you have
right.
going then?
Who?
He didn't have the
Nah.
Warriors.
Towards the end of the season, I did pick the Warriors to go.
I don't recall.
Okay, but listen, this is what I'm saying. Picking the Celtics over the Warriors before the series started versus picking the Nets over Boston is much different. I think
Very
that
different.
the consensus was that I think most people thought the Nets were going to win.
No.
I think they were favorites.
Nobody thought that KD was going to
Celtics
play
were
that
slight
bad.
favorites.
Slight.
Kyrie
They-
only,
we didn't
only
think it'd be
played
a
for
sweep.
one.
It was close, but Celtics were slightly favored.
I mean, listen, it happens. It happens.
Nah.
But
But there's a difference between being wrong in the
Swept?
first round
Yeah, nah.
compared to the
Swept?
finals.
I'm not
The
gonna lie, when they got
finals, the two
swept,
best
I was
teams
in
the
awe.
league.
Swept
I was
is
in awe when they got
crazy.
swept.
I was
Like,
never
I ain't
happy.
never
Listen,
seen no
never
shit like
happy.
it
that in my
happens.
life.
It happens.
No, it does
It
not.
really,
not
no,
when you're
it
an
literally didn't happen
all-time
once last
great
year, except
like
the Nets.
Kevin Durant.
And literally did not happen to a single other team.
Yeah, that was
It
crazy.
doesn't
Kevin
just
Durant
happen.
is supposedly an all-time great.
That shit caught me by surprise. I ain't gonna front.
sweep?
It was crazy.
Bro.
That's their duo though. Kyrie, game 1, I thought that was the one. He did not. They did not win that
Game one,
game.
Boston stole it. Simple as that.
Yeah, we made plays.
You stole the game, yeah.
We won the game. Stole the game. I don't give a fuck. It's a
What is a
W.
leprechaun? Isn't leprechaun something that steals things?
No, he's lucky. That's what he is.
Okay. That's a lucky
It's a
bastard.
lucky sweep.
He
they
does.
still gold?
He
They
does.
still
They do.
gold?
Yeah.
Still gold.
Yeah, it's true.
Okay. If you steal a game,
Outside
you
of
win.
the NBA championship, they don't steal that. You haven't won one in.
I
like,
mean, they
how
have the
long?
most ever. Like,
Sheesh.
I don't love the
Wait, what-
Celtics,
what
but
was
in
that?
recent history, though.
they won in 2008.
In the last 10 years.
That was a minute ago.
Okay.
Damn.
What?
Oh,
What's
wait.
this about a leprechaun? to do with
I don't
anything?
know.
Young.
12 years.
My
man.
top 10 duos in the
No, it might
West.
be
I
14.
don't even have 10, but it'd
14.
probably be Fox and Sabonis. 9, I have
14.
Luca and whoever. 8, I have the Suns with Chris Paul and Booker. 7, Ja, JJJ. 6 Zion and Bi, 5 Cat and Edwards, a little higher than the rest of you. 4 Jokic and Murray, 3 Bron and AD, 2 Curry and Draymond, 1 Kawhi and PG.
I love the PG.
So you had the
love.
C's at 1 on your top East list.
Yes.
So why over the Bucks?
Over
Giannis?
No,
and
I'm
Middleton?
sorry. I had the Bucks at 1. Pardon me.
Okay.
Because they have yet to get beaten technically. So I had the Bucks at 1. I have the Jays at 2.
Okay, I understand.
Yeah, I'm consistent with my criteria, buddy.
I guess.
Yeah, I like winning. I like when they show me results. You know, I don't like losers.
I guess.
I like winners too.
Yeah.
It's respectable.
Yeah.
I like winners.
I like when the Jays won.
You know what I like?
Huh?
I like believing in my guys.